Greetings, everyone. Hope you're all having a great day. Today I thought we'd take a quick look at this dry point engraving. And I'm starting to get my printmaking operation set up here again. I've been taking a hiatus, or I've been on hiatus for the last couple of years actually. And I'm ready to start pulling prints again. I got a bunch of plates to work on. But here is one of my prints, a composition I call the Rising Figure, and it's kind of an art history allegory. The Rising Figure is a figure from a mural by Michelangelo that's at the Vatican. And that's the figure at the bottom of the screen. And it's rising in that painting by Michelangelo. There's some figures that are descending in that same painting, which is a really epic work, of course. But now this is taking a scribe and drawing into copper. So you got to understand, it's the demands are a little bit different than just pen and ink. And I like the medium of dry point engraving because, as far as as compared to etching, because it's just drawing right into the metal. You're not using an acid bath. You're not working with all those kinds of things that you could work with when you're dealing with etching, which can be a lot of fun, the grounds and the acid bath and all that. And I think etchings are absolutely beautiful too, but I really like the immediacy of dry point engraving in the printmaking process. Let's take a closer look. So remember, this is drawing into metal. And of course you can also erase lines by scraping them, but I try to just be as direct as possible in all cases, so you can see how I build up that work through drawing. And I'm very proud of that. I mean, it takes a fair amount of skill to be able to draw into metal in this kind of way with that kind of accuracy. And then of course we have the complete composition. So this up here in the right up above is based on a couple of Cezanne paintings. One is still life and one is self-portrait by Cezanne. And again, you can see the immediacy and the directness with which I'm working. And you have a composition. So it's kind of like it's a little bit of a art history lesson, evolving from Michelangelo up into the 19th century with 19th century with Cezanne and modernism, and you have a somewhat modern composition. You have the classical figure of Michelangelo, and it's an homage to the art, the tradition of art, which of course I love so profoundly, and which, given the nature of the world and civilization and all the devastation around us, all the potential devastation with climate change and the pollution of all different kinds, that tradition is threatened. That beautiful lineage, that beautiful cultural transmission of humanity that expresses the soul of who we are, is just as much threatened in this reality as all the other things that are threatened with kind of the global and the climate change that we're looking at, the extinction event that's quite possible, and the devastation that'll come around these changes that we're looking at if we don't do something quickly. But the cultural pollution is just as deep and profound as the pollution in the outer world. Anyway, my dry point engraving, Rising Figure, available for sale, and it's a limited edition of 20, which makes it pretty rare ultimately. Anyway, thanks for having a look, thanks for listening, and may you be blessed in your life.